guys, I figured I would throw in a little recipe for you. Now, I will leave on the screen right here if it was good or not. This is a recipe I'm trying out. My mother-in-law actually sent it to me. I am making homemade chicken pot pie, and apparently it's enough to make 2 pot pies. So, and you can freeze one as well. So anyway, I will show you everything you're gonna need. You're gonna need parsley, and I just have a big container of it. I get it in bulk at the store and then just put it in a mason jar. Salt and pepper, some celery. It says 2 stalks, but I have 3 just in case. Now it says 2 medium potatoes. All these potatoes are very small, so I will just use a handful of them. It doesn't call for this, but I like my chicken pot pie to be really flavorful, so I might add just a little bit of the Better Than Bouillon chicken base. It says 1 large onion or medium onion. I have 2 smaller onions, so I've got those. Heavy whipping cream. I've got 2 containers because it calls for a 1/2 cup. I don't know if this is a 1/2 cup or not. It kind of looks like it might be, but we'll see. I've got 2 things of pie crust, garlic, some cooked chicken that my mother-in-law cooked up yesterday and took off the bone, 1 egg, green peas, carrots, and then we have some homemade chicken broth that she actually made yesterday when she, I don't think I can get that off, I'll just show you this way, that she made yesterday when she boiled the chicken. She has the homemade broth and it smells so good already, so I'm very excited. We're gonna go ahead and get this prepped and ready to go. I will leave the recipe in the links down below. That way you don't have to try to sit and explain everything to you, and if I forget something. And yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. I am gonna cook everything in my Dutch oven, let it simmer for a while to really get those flavors going, and then closer to dinner time, I'll pop them in the pie crusts and then pop it in the oven. So for starters, I went ahead and pulled up the recipe. That way I wasn't like trying to guess everything. And then I pulled out my vegetables so I could get them peeled and just started peeling the potatoes and chopping everything up. It's a lot of prep, but honestly, it's so worth it because you're literally cooking 2 meals. We have the other pot pie in our freezer ready for after baby girl comes. We will have a nice easy dinner that we can just pop in the oven and it'll be ready. That is something I want to do before her arrival. I want to get a ton of meals made and just put in the freezer. That way my life is so much easier. I just feel like that's so important. Especially with 3 other kids running around and life gets crazy. I just want to make my life a little easier. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and chop all of my veggies. You're gonna chop up the celery. Honestly, you could add whatever veggies you want to this, but this was the perfect amount and it was so, so delicious. after your veggies are all chopped up, you're gonna go ahead and put them in a Dutch oven. You're gonna go ahead and saute all of that together, and you're also gonna add some garlic. And once they start to all look translucent and they're ready to go, you're gonna add some flour. I will leave the measurements down below or the recipe just to make it a little easier. But once you add the flour, then you're gonna add in your chicken broth. And I wanted mine just a little bit thicker, so I took some of the broth out and I added just a little bit more flour and whisked that together and then poured it back in, and that helped to thicken it up. And then you're gonna add the rest of your ingredients like your heavy cream, your parsley, and all of that. So it's super simple. And then once your mixture is all combined, you're gonna pour them into a pie plate with, crust. I just use the store-bought crust. I think it's just as good. And you're gonna pop one into the oven. Now you can make both if you want to, but if you wanna freeze the other one, you're not gonna bake it. You're going to put the other pie crust part on top, and then you're gonna put some foil on top, and then I put chicken pot pie and said how long to bake it and at what temperature. That way I can just literally throw it in the oven and it'll be ready to go. I hope you guys enjoy this video. This was the perfect winter or late fall meal for us. It was so good and so cozy, perfect for a chilly day at home, and it made our house smell so good. This was so delicious and it was such a hit in our house, and I cannot wait to have a reserved meal for after Stella's arrival. We'll have a nice, easy, quick dinner to pop in the oven. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a while, but I've been a little busy and a little pregnant, so I'm trying to take it easy and not overdo it. But thank you all for your support, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.